cultures around the world. Today we're going to learn about different cultures. A culture is how a group of people live. It includes the languages they speak, the holidays they celebrate, what clothes they wear, and what foods they eat. When learning about differences, it's important to remember that while other people's ways of life look different from our own, they are actually the same in many ways. Let's watch a video to learn about the different cultures in the world, and then let's talk about what makes us all the same.
Cultures around the world. The world is a big place with lots of different people. Every group of people has their own culture. Culture is how a group of people live. It includes foods they eat, languages they speak, holidays they celebrate, clothes they wear, and traditions they care about. Let's explore some cultures around the world. First, let's travel to China. In China, many people speak Chinese. Chinese is made up of symbols like these. Rice, noodles, and vegetables are some favorite foods in China, and many people eat with chopsticks. In China, one of the most celebrated holidays is the Chinese New Year. During Chinese New Year, there are parades, festivals, and fireworks. Traditional Chinese clothing includes embroidered silk robes, jackets, and dresses. Traditional means things that are handed down from grandparents to parents to children over a long period of time. Traditional clothing is not worn every day. It is worn for special occasions. Many Chinese children wear uniforms to school. Now let's go to India. There are lots of languages spoken in India, but Hindi is the most common. Indian food is often hot and spicy. They also eat a lot of rice and breads. Curry or samosas are traditional Indian foods. Cows are considered special in India. The biggest holiday in India is Diwali, or the Festival of Lights. Let's go a little further south to Australia. In Australia, people speak English, but with an accent that is different from accents in the United States. They also have some different words, like they might call their friends mates. A big holiday in Australia is Christmas. It is summer in Australia at Christmas time, so some of the Christmas celebrations are on the beach. They also celebrate Australian Day with barbecues, parades, and fireworks. Because Australia is surrounded by the ocean, fish is a popular food in Australia. Shrimp on a barbie, anyone? Now let's travel to Europe, to Norway. Norway is very far north and is very cold most of the year. On June 24th, they celebrate Midsummerfest with a big bonfire. At this time of year, there is daylight for almost 24 hours in northern Norway. Fish is a very popular food in Norway too. Let's explore a country in Africa, like Ethiopia. Ethiopia is a very diverse country with lots of different tribes and ethnic groups. Each has their own language, traditions, and style of clothing. There are over 80 languages spoken in Ethiopia. The most common is Amharic. People in Ethiopia eat lentils, chickpeas, beans, and corn. They also have a special flatbread called injera. Finally, let's go to a country a little closer to home, Mexico. Mexico is south of the United States. In Mexico, most people speak Spanish. Tacos, burritos, rice and beans, and tortillas are popular foods in Mexico. One of the big Mexican holidays is the Day of the Dead. It is celebrated on November 2nd and is to remember all of your loved ones who have died. There are big parades and many people dress up in colorful costumes. Sombreros and ponchos are some of the traditional clothing in Mexico. used for festivals and other celebrations. There are many countries in the world, each with its own unique culture. It's fun to learn about the cultures of other places and explore how people all around the world live.
How are we different, and how are we the same? We may have different holidays, but we all enjoy celebrating them together. We may wear different clothes, but all clothes keep us warm and comfy, and they reflect who we are. We may eat different foods, but all foods nourish our bodies, and many different types of food taste good. We may speak different languages, but all languages help us to express ourselves. Learning about different cultures can be fun. We get to hear new languages, try new foods, and learn about different customs and traditions. It's important to remember to be kind when talking about things that make us different from one another, because on the inside, we are all very much the same.